Are your hips super tight? You need to recover more in your hips, your lower body. This is gonna be a routine that's gonna really help to loosen up your hips. This is a really simple routine to target and work on loosening up all of the muscles around your hip girdle. One of the big tools that I like to use is the yoga tune-up ball. They have an alpha ball, and this is the perfect density, perfect size to target all of these muscles around your hip girdle. You can check out in the link below, I have a link to how you can get an alpha ball, and a lot of my athletes will use the alpha ball and carry it around with them. So let's get started. Your hip girdle, we're gonna start in the back in your glutes and work all around to the inner thigh area. So the first thing, you are going to sit on the ball. As you're doing this, make sure that you have a solid base. So whichever glute you're rolling on, opposite foot and your arms are going to control that pressure. And you just wanna find and search for any of the tightest and tender spots in your glute and just kind of search there. What I want you to do is, once you find that tight spot, just breathe and relax. Try to control your breathing, breathe through your nose, and just melt into that pressure and really relax your muscles around the alpha ball. After that, we are going to make our way right on the side of our hip in this gutter between our hip crest and our greater trochanter, or the bone on the outside of your thigh. And here I'm going to have a good base again with my arms, opposite foot, and really just search back and forth and find wherever it's tight. And I want you to find and sit on that tight spot again. Just direct pressure, breathe through your nose, and give me a few deep breaths. As you can tolerate more pressure, then you can sink down into the ball more. If you feel like you're fighting against that, tensing up, then try to back off a little bit until you can actually relax a little further. It's not about how much pain you're causing or discomfort, it's more about how you can relax into this. Next, we are going to roll over, kind of angle our hips around 45 degrees and get right in that front and outer part of our hip. This is a small muscle, our TFL area, and we are just going to, it feels like a thick band or a rope, and you're just gonna push on it. There's not too much movement in this area. Just try to push on it and remember what feels really tight. Give me a few deep breaths here. And again, the more that you can relax, try to get into a position where you can really relax your muscle that are rolling out. After that, we're going to turn more square to the ground and get on the upper part of your quad. You don't want to be in your hip crest, your inguinal area. You want to be on your muscle, the upper part of your quad, your rectus femoris, and just try to breathe and relax. You can move slightly side to side to see what angle you push into your quad, what feels like it's really tight. And give me a few deep breaths here. After that, we are going to roll on the inner thigh. So you are going to roll and flex your hip up to around 90 degrees. And we're gonna put the ball on your inner thigh. And you're just gonna try to hang out here and breathe and relax. Again, find whatever angles by moving your body around the ball. And then once you find that tight spot on your inner thigh, you are just going to breathe and relax right into it. Now for the inner thigh, if it's hard to get your hip in this position, then you can also grab a yoga block, put the ball on the yoga block and your thigh on the ball. And that will help to get a little bit more pressure without being so at end range of hip motion. And you're just gonna breathe and relax here. So basically we worked all the way around our hip. And what you want to do is after you're done with this, you can remember which spots are really tight, because this was a way to search all the way around your hip. After that, the tightest spots, I would recommend the tightest 1 or 2 areas of everywhere that we just rode. Go back to there and spend a little bit more time. You can put direct pressure, you can do some cross fiber, you can do some massaging with the muscle tissue. And you can also do some direct pressure with some active movement, moving your muscle underneath the alpha ball. So this is a simple way that you can target all of the muscles around your hip. It will really help with recovery, help everything in your lower body just function a little better because our hips provide that base, and just help our lower body function that much more efficiently. Once you do it to one side, then do the other hip as well, and even recognize what some of the imbalances or what areas are tight between your left and your right side. Hopefully this helps to loosen up your hips and perform better and recover better. If you like these videos, be sure to like and subscribe below. Check out my channel, a lot more video content is coming out soon. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Aloha.